Cheese. The word alone can make your mouth water. We cube it, we slice it, we grate it, we melt it, we bake it, we add it to everything we can think of. At least I do.
I do too.
Why? Because there are a few things that just make life better. Cheese is one of them.
So what exactly is cheese? Well, simply put, cheese is a dairy food made from milk. Starter cultures or good bacteria are added to milk, then a clotting enzyme called rennet is added to coagulate the milk. Finally, the solids are separated and pressed into their final form. Fun fact, it takes approximately 10 pounds of milk to make 1 pound of cheese.
Most cheeses are made from cow's milk, but cheese from sheep, goat, and buffalo milk are also popular. It's almost impossible to count all the different types of cheese, but the website cheese.com lists almost 2,000 varieties. So many cheeses, so little time. Today we'll discuss some examples of cheese classifications, and we'll hear some great cheese tips from Chef Manny.
Trish, I have a question.
Yeah.
What type of cheese does not belong to you? Nacho cheese. That's funny, isn't it?
It's pretty cheesy.
There are a plethora of cheeses available today and many ways to classify them. Milk type, country of origin, region, handling, age, and texture. But experts agree that no one classification is adequate. The most straightforward way to classify cheese, and the way we'll approach it today, is firmness. Moisture level controls cheese hardness, and cheeses can vary greatly in their degree of moisture. Not surprisingly, the moisture content of firm or hard cheeses may be as low as 30%, while that of soft or fresh cheeses can rise as high as 80%. The most common cheese categories include fresh or unripened, soft ripened, firm or semi-firm, blue-veined, processed, and goat's milk.
Fresh cheese, sometimes called unripened cheese, has been recently fermented and not allowed to age. Fresh cheese will generally have a fresh, clean, creamy flavor and is the most perishable of the cheeses. This category includes ricotta, mascarpone, cream cheese, quark, and cottage cheese. Fresh cheeses are often used in baking and desserts. The plain or flavored varieties are used with vegetables, herbs, fruits, or spices.
Soft cheeses are ripened for a relatively short period of time before being drained and molded. They are not pressed or cooked. They have a moisture content of 50 to 60%, and their fat content represents about 20% of the cheese's weight. They naturally develop a soft, satiny rind and are usually eaten cold, as they tend to lose a lot of flavor when heated. There are two categories of soft cheeses based on the characteristics of the rind. The surface ripened soft cheeses, covered with a thin layer of a white down or mold, like Brie, Camembert, Coulommiers, and the interior ripened soft cheeses, washed in light brine to maintain the moisture level and softness of the cheese, like Munster, Pont-l'Evêque, and Epoisse. Whether to eat the rind of soft ripened cheeses, it's a matter of preference. Even the experts don't agree on that one, so go ahead and try it both ways.
Semi-firm cheeses, dense and usually pale yellow in color, are uncooked and pressed during production to remove moisture. As they age, they become firmer, pungent, and crumbly. Examples include cheddar, Cantal, Reblochon, Edam, Gouda, and Monterey Jacques. It's actually just Monterey Jack. The Swiss cheese we eat in America is another example of semi-firm cheese, but ours is a knockoff of Switzerland's Emmentaler cheese. Ours usually has smaller holes and is made from pasteurized milk, while the Swiss version has a richer, nuttier flavor.
Firm cheese. This classification describes cheeses that have been cooked and pressed. The curd is heated for an hour in order to make it more concentrated, which, upon pressing, produces a more compact cheese. Firm cheeses have a much longer shelf life than softer cheeses and are often grated onto pasta dishes, such as Parmesan. Gruyere Emmenthal, Jarlsberg, Raclette, and Beaufort also are a part of this category.
Blue-veined or blue cheeses are neither cooked nor pressed. The curd is inoculated with a species of blue-green mold, which is injected into the cheese with a long needle. Fermentation travels from the inside out. While it seems counterintuitive to actually eat mold, it's perfectly safe in blue cheese. Dangerous molds produce toxins that affect the respiratory system, but the type used in this type of cheese does not. These cheeses, including Roquefort, Gorgonzola, Stilton, Blue de Bresse, and Danish Blue, have a strong, sharp, peppery flavor and are often crumbly.
Processed cheeses are made from one or several cooked or uncooked pressed cheeses. They are then remelted and milk, cream, or butter is added. Depending on the product, stabilizers, emulsifiers, salt, colors, vegetable oil, sweeteners, and seasonings may be added. These present a more or less soft cheese that cooks and melts evenly with a mild flavor and has a much longer shelf life. In North America, these cheeses are generally made using cheddar cheese, whereas in Europe, they use Emmenthal and Gruyere. Processed cheeses have different names depending on the quantity of cheese they contain. Processed cheese food, cheese spread. The most popular in the US is American cheese.
Goat cheese is of the soft variety with a natural rind and may be made from 100% goat's milk or from a mixture of goat's and cow's milk. They are available unripened, soft, and surface ripened, or in some cases, hard. Wider than cheeses made from cow's milk, they also tend to have a more pronounced flavor. These cheeses are often very salty, which prolongs their shelf life. Cheeses in this family include Crottin de Chevignon, Valençay, Chevredin, and Feta.
Time for a cheesy review. You get it? Okay. Cheese is a dairy food made from milk. Firmness or moisture level is used to categorize cheese. Fresh cheese, not aged, high moisture. Soft cheese, short aging, high moisture. Semi-firm cheese, compact, mid-range moisture. Firm cheese, cooked and pressed. Blue cheese, created with mold. Processed cheese, made from remelted cheese. And goat cheese, soft, made from goat's milk.
Two of my favorite cheeses to work with, savory or sweet, are goat cheese and brie. A common savory brie appetizer would be baked brie and pastry, but these can also be done in individual baking dishes without the pastry. Top them with a homemade pesto or fried garlic and serve with a crostini. A sweet brie dessert, for example, would be a brie cheesecake with caramel pecans and served with a fresh pear sauce. Or get even more daring and offer a triple cream brie ice cream topped with balsamic and black pepper strawberries. For a savory goat cheese appetizer, try basil goat cheese cheesecake with a Parmesan breadcrumb crust topped with a shaved root vegetable salad. For a sweet dessert, how about an apple goat cheese layer cake, where the cake layers are made from apples and sour cream sponge and then filled and iced with a goat cheese buttercream topped with a salted caramel sauce.